Let's talk about the hit that rocked Miami yesterday. Dolphins QB Matt Moore just rolls off the tongue. A little bit. The vicious shot from Steelers linebacker Bud Dupree during the first half of the AFC wildcard game. Bone-crushing, and it left him dazed and led to a brief scrum between the two teams. Now, he only missed one play. That, I'm sure, will be a topic of conversation later on. But was the hit by Dupree dirty or not?
No, it wasn't dirty. People got to remember in football, unintended consequences will occur in a violent sport, especially when you're dealing with a player who has a descending pad level. I got caught by Peyton Manning one time because he was getting hit and he started to lower his body. So Dupree's coming in top speed, amazing hit. But then as Matt Moore is starting to get smaller in the moment, he doesn't make that adjustment. He didn't actually intend to hit him in the chin, barely got him in the chin. It was right here with a little unintended consequence to the chin.
Man, it looked like it hurt to me.
I mean,
I'm just saying, but it didn't look dirty.
It didn't look dirty.
I can understand being upset, but if you're that mad and you're on his team, you should have been there to block for him. Or he should have ran out of bounds.
There's
two solutions, right?
Well, yeah, and another solution is not to put him back in a play later.
That's, I think, what is going to end up being a problem.
I'm sure he passed the concussion protocol just fine.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Go back.
Our starter is hurt. Can you play?
You're
good.
We need to talk about men with no shirts on again, please. Thank you. It was not just Odell, Beckham, and the rest of the Giants receivers who chose to warm up with no shirts on. Ryan Shazier of the Steelers also chose to get ready shirtless. Now, personally, Michelle Denise Beadle thinks this looks stupid, but I didn't play football. So, is there any practical reason to do that?
You're looking at the wrong person.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's cold outside.
It was
and when it's cold outside, I like to be dressed.
Right.
Now, maybe they were trying to psych out the Packers and say, hey, we're not cold. This doesn't bother us. I think that's stupid because the Packers live in that. They already know it's cold. So they're looking at you like you're a fool because it's cold outside.
So you never did that with your taco meat out? You never did that with your chest hairs out? Me either. You know why? Because I played in Buffalo and I knew how cold it was. And I used to laugh when cats would come off the bus and sometimes using overcompensation efforts like this. No shirt, no sleeves. Guess what? I'm ready for the elements. What you just told me is that the elements are already in your head because who are you answering to say this is not cold?
Not that, the element.
Like, it's cold to every single player, but now you're going to act like I'm ready for the battle. The pregame battle with the weather's still going to be there. So this overcompensation is an old trick, and usually it comes back to haunt the players that do it.
It screams inexperience.
Absolutely asinine.
And immaturity, because you know what? Put yourself in the best position to play. Don't put yourself in a position that looks great to everyone out there, but you're cold. It makes no sense.
You're cold.
Although you could make the argument that at some point, how can you be even colder? Because there were moments yesterday I was like, this looks miserable. But it gives us an excuse to do other shirtless moments. Great shirtless moments from history.
I knew we only had one. Tebow.
He looks cold,
and
too.
it's in slow-mo, which is like 3 shirtless moments.
Oh, yeah.
Our good friend T.O.
We need T.O. right now. We need him. Yeah, look at that. Look at that game on.
He can still do that, by the way.
Nothing but cocoa.
And the best. Save the best for last. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
My spirit animal.
Hey, those are abs, though, somewhere in there. There's some abs in there, for real.
Yeah, that's what I tell myself all the time. I'm like, somewhere, I'll need to stop knocking Odell down off the field. Welcome back. Did not take long for Grayson to get caught up in another kicking incident in the second game back from suspension. He did that. No foul called. Still got a lot of attention, obviously. The ACC looked into it and issued a statement saying there's nothing conclusive that can be determined. Weird, it keeps happening.
Yeah.
That's like a statement about life, if you want to do it that way.
Are we giving them look, I stand with what I said last time. I don't need any adults to step in at this point. If you're a person on another team playing this guy, send your worst player in, let him take him out, and we all move on with our lives.
Goon squad.
Why is this continuing to happen?
It's a goon squad moment.
Goon squad it up.
You know, I flip-flopped on my argument with this one because looking at it with the optics, you can say, okay, he got off-balance shoulders in front of his knees, athletic move. Well, not that.
Very athletic.
Athletic move. Not that either.
Athletic,
athletic move means I'm going to tip forward. But one thing that you have to realize is that human bodies are not rigid. We're not pendulums. So guess what? When you go forward, your foot doesn't have to kick up unless there's a voluntary effort to contract your hamstring and lift it up. Looking at it again, he did that on purpose, but he thought he was slick enough to get away with it.
He comes back from his suspension, and he's actually kicking higher. Like, I think that was the highest kick out of all the kicks that he kicked.
He's got a problem. He's got some anger management. There's something real wrong with this kid.
He's in that Draymond 101.
Hey, look at that.
Look at that. He graduated Draymond school.
It's so ingrained in him now that I don't even...
You see, watch his feet. Watch how he This is a that dude's. He actually switches his feet to make sure he can kick him.
Right.
The right foot is not supposed to land at that moment.
Him out. That's it.
He's doing it on purpose, bro.
Moving on. According to ESPN's Football Power Index, Alabama has a 60% chance to win tonight's national championship game against Clemson. Players for Alabama, however, consider themselves underdogs. Linebacker Ryan Anderson told reporters, "We do feel like we're underdogs right now." Teammate Tim Williams had this to say, "The media is selling us as possible underdogs, possible upset. We know what we have to come out there and do at the end of the day. Put the cleats on." I feel like you have to do more than just put the cleats on, but Alabama and the word underdog. That seems ridiculous to me, no?
It does, but this is not psychosomatics. This is a team that actually believes they're underdogs. Think about these three levels. Offensively, last week they had their worst game ever. 57 pass yards by Jalen Hurts. They're looking at themselves like, we got questions over there. Defensively, last year, giving up all those points and over 400 yards to Deshaun Watson, they got question marks and they need to redeem themselves. And most importantly, who is Jalen Hurts going to hear in his ear this week? Oh, it ain't Lane Kiffin. It's his new offensive coordinator and Coach Sark. So I think
McSark.
If you put all those three things together and mix it up, it could be a scenario where you're thinking you're an underdog.
I mean, you need to walk into this game. They do need to walk into this game thinking they're an underdog to make sure they don't take them for granted. Because you're right, last year they could have lost that game. And by the way, Deshaun threw for 400 yards. He didn't have his best receiver. Guess who's showing up? The best receiver. The one that just got 1,200 yards this season. So they need to be worried about that. And I wouldn't even look at what they did against Ohio State as enough to be in fear, though that was pretty scary. The defense has given up less than 14 points a game since their one loss. So the defense is going to be tough. Hurts is not that great of a passer. He likes to beat you more with their legs. If they force him to throw the ball more, they could be in trouble.
I agree with that.
I hope you're not bringing all that information to the MegaCast. That was too much.
No.
Too many numbers.
Just a Ciroc bottle.
Yes.
I'm going to say, go team, go team.
ESPNU.
Is that legal?
That's the cool room. You're going to want to watch that one. Anyways, next up, that was just an impromptu promo. The Lions lost to the Seahawks Saturday, 26-6. I'm sorry, LZ. There were quite a few controversial calls during the game, including a face mask that wasn't called, a Russell Wilson block in the back that wasn't called, and a play which apparently is not pass interference. Anquan Bolden had this to say about the calls. Quote, "There were some calls that left us shaking our head. Anytime you come into a place like this, you know you have to play more than just the team." Ooh. Refs against the Lions, do tell.
Right. Well, first of all, the worst call this weekend was calling fences hitting fences. Let's get that out the way. That was the worst. All right. So now that we move past that, there were definitely some calls, or twice. There were definitely some calls out there that were highly questionable. Like, and I'm not even just talking about the obvious face mask that allowed them to get a touchdown to begin with, but what about those two calls against Anquan Bolden? Oh, are you serious? I mean, this is football, Marcellus. It's okay to do some bumping, especially in the playoffs. If the hit on Moore wasn't dangerous, then how in the heck is what Anquan Bolden did roughing or unnecessary roughness? It was absolutely ridiculous.
It is a good point.
It's not a good point.
Except for it was a different game and different refs. And
it's not a good point because this is what a loser fan sounds like. This is what a Lions fan would say right now. Look, you're a loser fan right now in the moment. And I've been there before on the field. You have no...
That wasn't a face mask when I touchdown?
Dude, you want to talk about getting hosed on the football field?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
All right.
Was it a face mask?
Example A. This is the worst scenarios of talking about getting hosed on the football field. It was called a miracle because no one with two eyeballs could say that that ball went backwards. But guess what they did? Not only said that that was a lateral instead of a forward pass, took away the number one defense and the Buffalo Bills' opportunity to go to the Super Bowl right there in that moment. And y'all talking about
just holding on.
Yeah,
he is holding on.
He is holding on.
Post-traumatic stress over here. You talking about a face mask that should have been called? Come on, man. That's the most blatant ever.
Were they in Detroit? Because that's all I care about. Are the Detroit Lions we're talking about? That's all I care about. And there were multiple plays out there.
I was sad for you. I thought of you.
Yeah, home field advantage. Sometimes the fine print of that means they'll get the benefit of the doubt. You guys got to win a couple more games.
I feel like all my friends' teams lost. It was a rough weekend for everybody.
All the road teams.
We're going to all go see Hidden Fences together. Feel better.
Such a great movie about the fences that are hidden. Coming up, 15-year-old Fran Bellaby throws down the first dunk in Colorado Grove basketball history. I believe I said high school, by the way.
Yeah.
Black Girl Magic.
I don't know about hey, lady. This is SportsNation. She got up, too.
She's 15. Diver Pole Foundation, presented by Toyota. What is this? A pole, Marcellus?
A pole? Let's do it.
All right, so much for underdog. That did not seem to be registered.
But we said lots of numbers, though.
Yeah, I did.
Good point. You did say a lot of numbers. Maybe they'll revote. Do it over again. Speaking of the game, watch it tonight at 8 Eastern on ESPN, presented by AT&T, or come on over to ESPNU, where cooler things will be happening as you watch the game. And then after that, don't miss SportsCenter at night with Scott Van Pelt. How are you going to not promo the thing you're on? We have to promo what we're on, Marcellus.
We're on the mega cast. Come on.
Come on, we're going to be eating food and drinking stuff. Winners and losers. This is a 15-year-old sophomore.
Stop playing.
First in Colorado high school history to do it.
Who's her mama and daddy? Her mama and daddy had to play. I just want to know, where are these genes come from?
Everybody gene comes from their mom and daddy.
No.
You make it sound like
well, that's what they tell us.
Special mama and daddy.
Yeah,
that.
What if her mom and dad are like 5 feet and 5'6"? And like completely unathletic.
Then if I'm dad, I'll have some questions.
That's my baby out there. Is she going to skip college and go straight to the WNBA?
Oh,
that would be amazing.
Francesca, if you're listening,
do it, girl.
That.
Forget that LA Sparks. Yeah, forget that education.
Loser. Rules. Sutton United manager was seen vaping on the shot 420. Marcellus. Actually, it's a really pretty little vape thingy.
Yeah, that is a good
I like that color.
Is that legal?
I think so.
It must be. He's doing it recreational.
Although it is tricky, isn't it? Because you couldn't technically smoke a cigarette.
It's in Europe, yeah. You can hit the little button and go.
I wonder what the score is, why he's got a vape like that.
0-0. Can't you read?
He over there buzzing.
I can't.
And his hand is like 12-3. He over there.
Woo!
This guy is amazing.
I love swimming competitions.
He seems pretty chill. He seems pretty chill.
Like that.
Winner, teamwork. Bovon's teammates yelled from the bench on how to defend an inbound pass, and he's so adorable.
What did you send us, Michelle? What did you send us?
Oh, I'm sorry. I sent you a beautiful, coachable giant.
Why is he holding his hand up like he's one of those airport people coming out of land?
Why is this adorable when you're in net? Like, I mean, look, I respect him. He is funny, I get it, but you don't know how to defend the inbound? Right. That's not something we should laugh at.
Listen here, people. It's Monday.
7'9".
You're welcome. I haven't heard you say thank you once for Bovon.
That's like AAU.
I okayed that trade.
Thank you.
Actually, wasn't even a trade.
You never won a championship without him.
That's day one AAU. I'm not happy with y'all. I'm not even listening to y'all. That's not good. We shouldn't celebrate.
I love it.
Not funny.
Losers, dreams. Take a listen.
At the end of the day, I'd like to thank all the schools for recruiting me, and I can choose one school. And I want to thank all my loved ones up there for right now and for the next 3 to 4 years. I'm going to play at the Rose Bowl.
He's going to go to UCLA, a huge pickup for Jim Mora. I think your nephew wanted you to pick Ohio State.
That's amazing.
I love it. No poker face.
Yeah.
No, he's like, you're going to pick the one school that wasn't ranked?
Yeah.
All these schools are ranked.
Okay, give me the mic. I got to say this. All right, first of all, we were talking about mama and daddies. His dad is Derek Holmes, my former teammate in Buffalo. He plays right now in Calabasas with Keyshawn Johnson's son. The dude is so amazing. I knew him since he was not even here. Seen him from day one. And dude, he is special. You should see him.
Speaking of Keyshawn, he will be in the cool room tonight. You can check us out on
Another plug. Another plug.
I see you, dog.
Bang! You're on fire.
Loser.
Hit your fences.
Crutches. Shout out to Barstool Sports for finding this. After a fight broke out during the Utah State UNLV game, a girl hopped on one leg from the bench to help friends.
Yes.
That life.
That's what I'm talking about. She all about that life.
She about that life.
I love that.
She on that Matt Barr school of civility. She in that Steve Smith Senior.
She's like, whoop, whoop.
Character playbook right
By the way,
there.
that was not thought out. Once you get over there, like, kind of a liability.
But you have seen healthy dudes waiting for somebody to hold them back. She's like, oh, no, let me go. Let me
bring
go.
your crutch at least.
Right, exactly.
Not thought
she grabbing
out
the Vaseline, she ready.
That's going to do it for us from LA. We'll see you tomorrow.
Megacast tonight.
Megacast, ESPNU.
Where you going?
Yeah,
Elsie?
he's not.